Hey everyone, if you're watching this is the first episode of Inside the Biscuit Tin. I'm going to be talking about mental health in this series. By the shirt you can tell it's probably going to be featuring OCD quite a lot, as I live with OCD. If you watch the first video you'll know that, and with depression as well. I understand people often don't like talking about this subject, either because it's personal to them and they're worried about feeling ashamed, embarrassed, they have feelings of guilt. They harbour feelings of discontent and discomfort with their life. I understand that also people find this difficult to talk about because maybe they're worried that they'll be rejected by their families or be considered weird. But I'd firstly like to tell you, and most importantly like to tell you, that if you have a mental health problem, you are not weird, you are not abnormal, and there is nothing wrong with you. You just have something that has made your life more difficult than it needs to be, and you are just as deserving of help, love and support as anybody else. I really dislike the notion of normality. Normal is relative, and what people consider normal in you hold a steady job, you have a wife or husband and kids and a house and a car and a mortgage and a little white picket fence and a front garden with flowers, I think should be shattered, because everybody has a different way of living and everybody's normality is different. My normality is that my life daily is plagued by thoughts of a sexually intrusive nature, thoughts about contamination and being unclean and dirty all of the time. So for me, normality is pretty hectic and chaotic, and yet using techniques that it's taken years to develop and with key help and support, I am gradually learning to curb those thoughts and accept them, because the more you try and battle a thought and push it away and pretend it doesn't exist and like it's not going to happen, the more that thought's going to crop up, the more that will be a part of your life. And acceptance is a big theme that I want to talk about in this series, really. For me, it was only when I learnt to accept that I'm okay and that there isn't anything wrong with me, and if I have these thoughts and have these feelings, they're completely valid, because why should I be any less deserving of the care and love that I need because I think these things? And that applies to you as well, because if you're watching this and you have a mental health problem, A, I'm so sorry that you have to go through what you go through every day, and B, if you're not already getting it, the help is out there. It does exist, you aren't alone, and there is support for you. So I wasn't exactly sure I was going to take this first video. I don't want this to be a series that's filled with sadness and depression, and I don't want it to be about the negativity of mental illness, although that of course will feature. I want this to be a place of positivity and where you can come and find hope and inspiration. And I'm sure with a lot of the friends I've made because of my mental health issues, that you will hear a lot of positive success stories. And I hope to feature them on this channel if they're willing to participate. Obviously I'm going to be talking about OCD because I deal with it every single day. There isn't 5 to 10 minutes of my day that goes by where it doesn't crop up in one way or another. And it's only really if I'm engrossed in a show on Netflix or a film or playing a video game that I can take myself out of the situation. I'm going to talk more in depth about my illness and what I have to go through in a further episode, because I don't want this to be too much for the first one in the series. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a general overview. It's not going to be exclusive to OCD, it will be about all mental health issues, and it's not going to just be descriptions of mental health issues. It will be issues that as a sufferer and as sufferers we face, whether that be stigma surrounding medication from people that have mental health issues and don't have mental health issues, whether it be discrimination we face when it comes to finding a job or when we're at school, the how to deal with life in general with a mental health issue, in as much as talking to your mates about it or telling your parents or family members, because it isn't just you that suffer, it's everyone that loves you because they love you and they care. And that's possibly the hardest part of having a mental health issue. To a degree, you can kind of deal with it when you've got these thoughts in your head because it's yours and you feel that you have to just get on with it because there's no other way. But for me, I feel really guilty when I look at some of the sacrifices that my family have had to make, especially my dad, who has given up so much to give me an opportunity to be where I am now and talk to you and try and be a beacon of light for people that can't find any. So thank you for watching again. Please tune in next week. I hope to have a video next Friday that will be the first video in the series really, although this is the introductory video. And yeah, keep subscribing, liking the videos. There should be one dropping on Tuesday. And please tell people, because I want this to be a place where you can come and you can watch these videos at 3 o'clock in the morning when you feel that you've got nowhere to turn and you just need a bit of hope and you need to just laugh and you need to hear someone that knows what you're going through. So thank you for watching. I'll put the links to all of my social media in the description box below. Take care of yourselves. Adios.